If you're hoping to head on a summer road trip this year, be prepared for unpredictable prices at the pumps. Some petroleum analysts are saying U.S. President Donald Trump's remarks on tariffs, trade, and geopolitical issues could impact summer fuel prices. Price tracking website GasBuddy.com shows gas is up 8.6 cents from last week, but down by 24 cents from around the same time last year. And with me now is Dan McTeague, president of Canadians for Affordable Energy. Hi, Dan. Thanks for being here.
Good to be here on this Sunday, Renee. Thanks for having me.
So let me ask, do you see Trump and his tariffs affecting gas prices this summer?
Well, it's always a bit of a wild card with Donald Trump. I worked with GasBuddy from 2016, 2014 to 2019. First couple of years, volatility. Every time he came out and made a statement, gas prices would jump or fall. That doesn't happen anymore. I think a lot of markets are now really taking into account what he says. I mean, no matter what the threats may be, and they're discounting them. So I don't think Trump is as big a factor as some would make it out to be, certainly given experience. But I think other factors continue to drive prices. What OPEC does, what is done in Canada in terms of how much oil we can get through the Trans Mountain pipeline expansion, factors such as the value of the Canadian dollar, and of course demand. Prices have dropped. That means demand is up, and although that could have a really good impact on inflation in 2 days when you hear the numbers are down, way down, because the carbon tax has been removed. The fact is that every summer is somewhat volatile. We also have hurricanes in July, August, September. We often hear that those are big factors in terms of driving prices. But for now, prices have gone up mostly because demand is very, very robust, much better than I think most people are prepared to, are certainly not expecting. But tariffs don't really have an impact on energy prices, and that's one of the big factors here. Unless someone comes out and says, I'm going to block energy, I don't see anyone saying that. It's not likely that Mr. Trump, President Trump, is going to have any effect really realistically on gas prices.
All right, I asked this next question knowing that you just said every summer gas prices tend to be volatile, but how stable do you expect prices to be in the next few months?
Well, they're going to become a little more expensive next week as the U.S. enters the summer driving season, the official kickoff. Their Memorial Day is next weekend. Ours is, of course, this weekend with the May 2-4 weekend. That could mean prices move up as much as 5 or 6 cents a litre before they finally stabilize. And that means that average prices across Canada, which today, according to gaswizard.ca, stands in the vicinity of about $1.38. We could see that move to about $1.45 on average, especially in places like Vancouver, which saw prices go as high as $1.80 this weekend. Now it's expected to come down a little bit. So overall, June is going to be pretty quiet. July, we start to see prices moving back up, staying higher for August. Again, factors that we can't always calculate, Renee, things like hurricanes in the U.S. Gulf Coast. And if that happens and prices go up another 10 cents a litre, I don't think we're going to go back to $2 a litre anytime soon, but expect an average increase between now and then of about 10 cents a litre.
All right, so June might be your best bet for a road trip then. We'll have to leave it there. Dan, thank you very much for being here. That is Dan McTeague, president of Canadians for Affordable Energy.